Hello guys, welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for always checking, for always clicking. If you're new, you are most welcome. Yeah, as you see, the heading today is there are some women who do not deserve to be called a mother. First of all, what is motherhood? For me, motherhood means to me like pure love, sacrifices that a woman need to make. It's an honor given to women. It means someone who nurtures, someone who cares for you, gives you unconditional love and prepare you for life. Yes, guys, so for everyone, for all of us, for you to qualify to be a woman, you need to have that caring heart, perseverance, that a strong and firm person, a teacher. That is what a woman should, at least you can qualify to be a woman. But if you don't do most of that, you shouldn't be qualified to be a woman. If you can't have a caring heart, if you can't be like somebody who can love unconditionally, if you can't be that person who can persevere, who can stand firm when trouble comes, who can be there to guard her home, I don't think you should qualify to be a mother. So yeah, the topic today I'm gonna talk about, some women will find it will offend them. But if you are the right woman, if you do the right thing that is assigned to us women, should not be offended by the topic that I'm gonna talk today. This topic I'm talking today because it's really a bit concerning. Like of recent, you can hear there are a lot of death for children. So many are being killed under the care of us mothers, and it's really a shaming. Like your own child that you brought in this world, you just sacrifice them just in the name of love, like wicked love. Because I shouldn't call that love, because a normal love would care for an innocent child. It should not destroy a human body, should not destroy life. In a good love should be a love that really does love, that produce love, that spread love, but not some love that destroy life, that torture, that do thing that is unbelievable beyond humans' beliefs. So yeah, guys, there are some women out there, they shouldn't be called mothers. Who are this kind of mothers? This kind of mother, number one, is like a mother who remarries and leave her children behind with the husband. Any normal woman, any normal mother who has feeling, no matter what, you cannot leave your children to anybody and go away. You cannot leave your children to your, whether however much good their father is, you cannot leave your children behind and go and remarry. Why would you cannot? Someone will start asking me, you don't know what you're talking about. Yes, I know what I'm talking about. You tell me, what makes you decide just because, okay, you can tell me maybe because your husband is abusive or is always broke and you know you are the one who is taking care of the children. Okay, that does not mean you should leave your children behind. If you want to remarry, whatever man you're going to remarry, any man who wants to marry you, if this man really loves you, love you so much and you really loves, you will start loving your children first. You need to start with your children first. But if this man that you're going to marry does not love your children, please, woman, don't marry this man. Because how do you go and marry another man and leave your children here with a man? You know, as women, we are designed to look after children. Even if the man is supposed to be there, but other mothers, children need mothers. You have to be there to guide your children. You have to be there to teach them. Husband is supposed to be there as well. But mothers are the main thing. You have to teach them. Men cannot teach children. So you cannot just go and marry another man and leave your children behind. When you go and marry this man and leave your children behind, who do you expect to teach your children? Who do you expect to cook for your children, to wash them, to teach them manners and all that? You know, men are funny. When you go and remarry, you can decide to go and marry another woman. And you know, other women, as women, some women really, when they come and meet children that are not theirs, some women can really be so evil and can really mistreat these children that are not theirs, you know. And when a man marry another woman, he is going to listen to that woman. Whether your children will complain or our mother is mistreating us or what, they're not going to believe these children. Unless if you get really a good man, even if he's a good man, because some men can decide, okay, I'm not gonna remarry until when my children have grown up. But still, children, they need their mother. You know, you need to be there. And sometimes they also miss you, and that's not a good thing. And for you, you're there, you're with another man. I mean, how do you sleep at night? You're there, you eat. Do you even think that, are you not gonna worry that, have my children eaten? Are they okay? How about when they're sick? You know, men, they don't care so much. How about when your kids are sick? So this kind of women, I don't call them mothers. They don't deserve to be called a mother. Number two, this mother who do not respect their children. Yes, there are some mother who really don't respect their children at all. They will say, for example, if they are single, they will be introducing different type of men to their children. Today, another boyfriend come, tomorrow another boyfriend, like that. I mean, what are you trying to show this kid? You may think that your children are young. A child of even 3 years will be watching and they will be copying these bad behaviors. and they will grow up thinking that's how life should be. And then you wonder why there are so many cheating men out there, so many bad behaviors, men and women out there. It's simply because of us mothers also who cause kind of thing sometimes. Sometimes these men that you introduce, you don't even know their background. Some might be even abuser, might be children abuser, some may be a gambler, some might be like druggies and all that. And you just introduce them to these children. You don't even know. Some may even be serial killer and you don't know. You just introduce, every now and then you're introducing different type of men. For example, like this guy. One time I sat near these boys and they were like young, might be like around 20 there, 22. If they're older, might be 25. And then one of them was just bragging around to his friend, saying that some women are really useless because that he dated a woman and her daughter at the same time. And then his friends were laughing and then they asking, hey, how did you do that? And then the guy said like, many times the girl would like be begging him, So one time the woman was not at home and he was tempted, and even the girl went as far as telling this guy that, you know what, my mommy doesn't even love you. She always she'd bring different type of men, and of all different type of men, she was mentioning about two guys that she loved them so much. He didn't love this guy. So when he heard that, he even say, okay, I will punish her. And they were laughing about it, guys, and I felt so bad. I pretended like I was not hearing, but it was something bad to my ears. I really hated it. It was so bad. Can you imagine that? Imagine the same man is sleeping with you and sleeping with your daughter. Hey, God. Isn't that bad? So how do you call that kind of a mother? So if there is any sickness that you got, you give it to your daughter as well. And that kind of a daughter is already spoiled. She's damaged. You've damaged your child. So guys, if you find this information informative, please guys, like, subscribe and share. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. What are you waiting for? And share, guys. Like, if you like, you will see whenever I post again. And also you can click the notification bell so that like every time I post, you'll be the first one to be notified. Yeah, thanks already. The third one, workaholic mother. Yes, work is good. Yeah, work is good. Is benefit the family. It's provide for everything and all that. But then, even though you work, you need to be careful. Don't choose work over your children, because some mothers, they even like try to work away from home. They leave the children and go away for like many days, leave the children alone. Either if they're married, they leave the children with the dad, or if they're not married, they will be leaving children with friends from this place to that place to that place. By doing that, your child is going to pick all the bad habits from wherever you leave them. If you leave them in this family where the children are bad behaviors, they will pick that. If they're abusive or they use bad language, they will pick it. If they're on drugs, they will end up being on drugs. If they're alcoholic, they will start doing that. And they will pick all these bad manners from every home you leave them, which is not good. And that reminded me of a lady who, she used to leave her children everywhere. And every time you see this child, the child is always hungry because she never had time to cook for the child. If you see her nail, they are long up to somewhere there. She would just see her house was dirty and that kind of stuff. So this kind of thing is not good. If you do that, it's not good. You shouldn't be called a mother. If you're a mother, you should be very careful the kind of job you do, like maybe night shift, especially when your children are still young. You shouldn't be doing night shift. If you're two with husband, the husband should do night shift, you do day shift. And if you're single, you shouldn't do night shift until when like night shift and weekend, until when at least your children are of age, because you cannot leave children at home alone. You're endangering them, you're endangering your neighbors, you're endangering everything. And weekend, you need to be there because children can be up to anything. So as a mother, if you're a mother, you need to be careful. You have to put your children first. There are so many other jobs there. Maybe you can do a job that also fall along that. Also, you need to be careful of dad, because as much as good as dad are, men are men. Sometimes when they start watching football, you will forget, maybe if he's cooking, you will forget that children need to have breakfast, children need to do homework, children need to do this, they will forget. So if you go away for like far away, you know that your children are going to miss a lot of many things, of many lessons. Some may decide even to leave their children even like with uncles. Sometimes you can't trust some of these uncles. Some may decide to live with their the stepdad. Some stepdad are bad. We've had many stories of stepdad who like rape tortured and kill some of these children, after raping them up. So women should also learn to not to trust everybody, to be careful with whatever person you leave your children with. It could even be even somebody you trust close to your family, like family members. Still, you need to be very careful because, you can't tell, they can, even close relative can decide to abuse your children. So if you're a mother, you just have to be very, very watchful for your children. So any good mother would be very watchful, would be very careful, where they would be caring for their children. They would not leave their children no matter what. If they are leaving their husband, they are going to marry another man, they'll go with these children. If they are leaving them, and they can never leave their children behind. Any mother who leave a child behind, you should not be called a mother. You don't deserve to be called a mother. Any mother who see that the child is being abused, say by your lover, and you see and you still ignore, and you see your child being tortured just because of love, you get blinded and you still pick a man over your child. Such kind of, you should not be called a mother. You go away, leave your children alone. You don't deserve to be called a mother. You're never at home. You're always changing men, different type of men. You don't deserve to be called a mother. You abuse your child. You use bad languages. You never cook for them. You're never there. You spend the money that should be for the children. You spend it on yourself, on your men, you don't deserve to be called a mother. It might be bitter to your ears, but if you don't do this thing, you will be happy. But if you do this thing and you'll come across this today, sit down and start thinking about your children. Put your children first. Let me tell you, any man who loves you, they will have to love your children first. But if they don't love your children, they love you and they don't love your children, that man doesn't love you. Period.